Welcome to day 23rd of our exciting AI journey. Hi, I am Akshat Goyal. So today we are going to discuss about sentiment analysis and discuss how AI understands emotions. If you haven't covered any of the topics before this video, so please do click on the link in the description and make sure that you cover all the videos. It's a very interesting course. So, and if you have any doubts, please do mention in comments, and you can mail us at AICodeGyan@gmail.com. Before that, if you haven't subscribed to our channel AICodeGyan, please do subscribe to our channel and also hit the like button so that you don't miss any single day content of our 30-day AI content challenge. So let's start, and please don't miss anything till end. Please do watch this video till end. Now today let us talk about sentimental analysis, how AI understands emotions. So can AI tell if you are happy or angry? Let's find out. Have you ever wondered if AI can understand how you feel when you write a comment, post a review, or send it to it? The answer is yes, through fascinating technology called sentimental analysis. Today we are diving into how machines learn to detect emotions in text and how this technology is transforming businesses, social media platforms, and customer experiences around the world. So you might be talking about Twitter, you might be talking about Facebook. So there are different social media platforms which are using this sentiment analysis to analyze the tweets, to analyze the reviews, feedbacks, and the different technology business which are using this technology. So when we talk about sentiment analysis, it is like giving machines an emotional radar. They can detect the feelings in our words even when we are not explicit about them. So now let us talk about the fundamentals. Now, sentiment analysis is the automatic process of identifying and extracting subjective information from text, essentially determining whether a piece of writing expresses a positive, negative, or neutral sentiment. So basically it can be a positive sentiment, it can be a neutral sentiment, it can be a negative sentiment. So for example, I love this product, it's amazing, it seems to be a positive sentiment. This package arrived this morning as scheduled, this looks like a neutral one. And terrible service, I am never coming back, this is a negative one. So here we can say this is for a e-commerce company. So we are going to study the feedback using sentiment analysis. So while this three category classification is the most common approach, advanced sentiment analysis systems can detect more nuanced emotions. We can have joy, anger, fear, sadness, surprise, disgust. According to IBM, sentimental analysis uses NLP and machine learning technologies to train computer software to analyze and interpret text in a very similar to humans. This technology allows companies to process large volumes of text data in real time and extract valuable insights about customer opinions, social media trends, and market sentiment. Let us talk about how AI understands emotions in text. Teaching a machine to understand human emotions might seem like a daunting task, but it is achievable through several techniques. That is how AI systems learn to detect emotions in text. The AI emotion detection process, as we have covered in the last two videos, the text pre-processing, feature extraction, model training, and classification. So here we'll pre-process the sentence. We'll get some final pre-processed word, and that model will be trained. We'll have feature extraction, and also we will have model training over it using label data, and at last we can have classification to judge the sentiment. So suppose if we have the words, what a game. So we'll remove the stop words, and at the end we'll get what game. So this is a neutral what do you say, emotion. So we'll have 0 and 0 for both. And in case we have what a great game, so here great will add to the positive sentiment. This will give a +1. So overall this will be +1 at the end. So classification will be a positive sentiment. So we can also judge it without even using code. So how technology analyzes it, how we can use technical analysis using transformers, will come to know soon. Now let us talk about understanding context and nuance. So there's a challenge we are facing is understanding context and nuance in language. For example, we have sarcasm detection. So, oh great, another delay, just what I needed today. So while using positive word like great, sentiment is clearly negative. So here there is a context is not clear sometimes. So for this we use BERT and GPT. So we have model AI systems, partly those based on advanced transformer models like BERT and GPT, which has become increasingly adept at understanding these contextual nuances. These models are trained on vast amounts of text data and capture the subtle relationship between words and phrases that convey emotional meaning. So let us study about the sentiment analysis techniques. So we have several techniques. First is rule-based technique. We use lexicons with positive and negative sentiments, scores of words. So what are the pros? It is simple, transparent, doesn't require training data, but yeah, context is missing. So second approach is machine learning approach. We use naive bias, SVM, and linear regression. So that is trained on label data, or you can say supervised learning. So it is more accurate than rule-based. It can learn domain-specific patterns. But yeah, again, it has cons. It requires label trained data, feature injury, which is complex. So now next is deep learning approach. We can use neural networks like RNN, LSTM, and transformers. This is a modern approach. The best handling of context, minimal feature engineering, highest accuracy. It requires large amount of data, computationally expensive, less interpretable. Now the last and the modern approach is hybrid, which combines rule-based and machine learning approaches, balances speed and accuracy, more interpretable, but it is more complex to implement and maintain. So let us talk about modern deep learning approach. So we have BERT, so bidirectional encoded representations from transformers. It is developed by Google, which excels at understanding context in both directions. We have Roberta, which was developed by Meta, a robustly optimized version of BERT that improves training methodology and use more data. And there is one more called DistilBERT, a distilled version of BERT, which maintains 97% of its performance while being 40% smaller and faster. So these all models are available on Hugging Face, and which we can fine-tune them for specific sentiment analysis tasks with relatively small amounts of domain-specific data, making advanced sentiment analysis accessible even to developers without extensive ML expertise. Now let us talk about real-world applications. So when we talk about customer experience, so we can analyze customer support interactions, we can analyze monitoring product and service reviews, we can categorize and prioritize customer feedback, we can analyze chatbot response based on detected emotions. So second is social media monitoring. We have brand reputation management, crisis detection management, tracking campaign performance, and identifying brand advocates and directors. Third is market research. So using the sentiment analysis, we can have competitive analysis, we can have trend identification based on the feedback and the comments. We can have product feature feedback, we can have consumer preference mapping based on different consumers' preferences. And fourth one is financial services, which is very important. We can analyze market sentiments. Using this, we can have earning call transcript. We can have news sentiment tracking for investment decisions. So that is for speeding up the documentation and for risk assessment and management. So we have a case study of airline customer service. A major airline implements sentiment analysis to monitor customer feedback across social media platforms, their mobile app, and customer service emails. The system was able to identify and address negative experiences before they escalated, detect emerging issues with specific route services, track sentiment improvements after service changes, and personalized responses based on customer emotions. The result was a 24% improvement in customer satisfaction scores and a 50% reduction in complaint escalation, demonstrating the tangible business impact of effective sentimental analysis. So here we could see the great advantage of sentiment analysis with 24% improvement, and we have 15% reduction in complaint escalation. So similarly, we can have different case studies over different sectors and businesses. So let us start demo of sentiment analysis using a library called TextBlob. So it's a very important one, and we'll import TextBlob from TextBlob. And how we are going to use it? So basically, we are going to test it for 2 reviews. So we have review 1 as hooray, what an accomplishment. So basically there's a feedback on LinkedIn or anywhere from your friends. So there's a review 1 and there's review 2. Other says what's a waste of time. So it can be anything. So now let us review this. So result. So we are going to analyze the sentiments using this TextBlob function. Let us print the sentiments now. Yeah, so you can see this gives polarity 0, subjective is equal to 0. So this is giving a neutral one. So this is a neutral with, if it is 0, basically this is neutral. So similarly, if so can we see here we got a negative polarity here. So this means this is a negative one. So first one is considered neutral. Well, let us see it again. What we are getting, yeah. So for first one it is giving it is neutral, and the second one it is giving a negative sentiment. So we can now test the same using transformers. So you can download transformers in your laptop using pip install transformers. Here it is already installed, and we can import pipeline library. Basically we have the pipeline function. So we are going to use sentiment analysis, and model will be digital BERT. And suppose we have, so let us test it for review 1. So can you see it gives positive with a score 0.999. So here this is giving a better result. Digital BERT is the most advanced form of BERT transformer, or you can say a new NLP basically technique, sentiment analysis technique we can use. So let's see for review 2 what's the result. So it should be negative. Yeah, so this gives negative with score 0.999. So this is on the negative side. So this is more accurate. So thank you. Hi, so today we have covered about sentimental analysis using AI and how AI understands emotions. I hope it was clear to you. If you have any doubts, please do put in comments, and you can mail us as well. And please do subscribe to the channel AICodeGyan and do hit the like button so that you don't miss any single day content of our 30-day AI content challenge. Now next we'll be covering NER, name entity recognition. Please do attend that next. So let us keep learning AI together. Bye bye.